Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 12 of the chapter whole numbers. In this part 12, we will continue with the patterns of whole numbers. Later, we will solve questions of the exercise 2.3. In our previous session, that is in part 11, we learnt first pattern, that is arranging numbers in elementary shapes. So, you have seen the whole numbers, arranging them as in the shape of a line, rectangle, square and a triangle. Later, you tabulated this one, which are all those whole numbers that can be arranged as a line or a rectangle or a square or a triangle or more than one shape. Later, you solved this try these in your previous session. Now, we will go with second pattern, that is patterns observation. So, here I will be providing you some patterns you need to observe and find out the logic behind that. Observe the patterns that can guide you in simplifying process. Study first one, adding 9 to any number. Adding 9 to any number is as easy as adding 10 first and taking away 1. In this case, 117 plus 9 can be first done adding 10 to it. It becomes 127 and 1 less than 127 is 126. So, this is one sort of a logic. Instead of adding 9, take first addition of 10, then subtract 1 from that sum. Next, subtracting 1 from any number is first take away 10, then put 1 into it or add 1 to that difference. In this case, 117 minus 9 can be done as first taking away 10 from it, it gives 107. From 107, we need 1 more. So, for that we will add 1, it gives 108. Similarly, adding 99 to any number is first adding 100, taking away 1 from it. So, 100 more than 117 is 217 and 1 less than that is 216. So, this is all one logic to do quickly additions even without pen paper. Subtracting 9 from any number is just take away first 100 from it. In this case, 117 minus 100 is 17 and we have taken away extra 1, so add that, gives 18. So, does this pattern help you to add or subtract numbers of the form 9, 99, 999? Obviously. For example, take away I have got a number 543. To this I wanted to add 99. So, what we can do? First increase 100 more to it, that is 643, and since we added more than more than required by 1, so 1 less than that, it gives 642. So, that much easily we can say. So, 543 plus 99 will be 642. Suppose similarly, if I wanted to subtract 99 from it, then so take away first 100 which makes us 443, but we have taken away extra one that you add, it becomes 444. This is how we can easily do addition or subtraction of numbers such as 999, 999 and so on. This is one pattern. Then next, second pattern. So that second pattern is any number multiplied by 9 or 99 or 999 will be easy. Example, here if I am multiplying 84 by 9, we can use the distributive property by writing 9 as 10 minus 1. This becomes 84 into 10, 840 minus 84 into 1, 84, which is just nothing but, see, 840 minus 84, we can do it here 700, and because 84 I have subtracted from 1 century of 800, that makes 700, so I have written quickly 700. Now that leftover is 16, I had put that 16 to this 40, it becomes 56. So 840 minus 84 is 756. So subtraction, additions, when it becomes easy, then in later classes of ours we do other calculations faster. Next, if I am multiplying any number by 99, what we do? We write 99, that multiplicand, as 100 minus 1. Now by applying distributive property, same, 84 hundreds are 8400 minus 84 ones are 84. Now here we have very much clearly 8300 will come. Why? Because in this 400 only 100 minus 84 is to be done, that rest of the 300 and 8000 will be there. So 8300, and that 100 minus 84 gives only 16. So we can say that much easily answer without multiplication. Much calculation we are not doing at all. So here 84 into 99 gives 8316. So students, this much oral questions it will become. Next, suppose if you are multiplying 999 to this 84 only, same way we will write 999 as 1000 minus 1, whereas by applying again distributive property, 84,000 minus 84. This is how it becomes. Now what will be there? Definitely for us 80,000 will be there, 39 hundreds will be there, that means 83,900 will be there. From this 4,000, 3,900 we will keep as it is, only 100 will take, and from that 84 is subtracted, gives 16 as a change. So 8,300 and 900 as it is we kept. So this is the answer. So without much calculations, we could do 84 into 999, which is 83,969. 16. So students, here this is the advantage of using distributive property as well as this pattern. So students, do you find a shortcut to multiply? It is definitely a shortcut to multiply a number by the numbers such as 9, 99, 999, so on. Now, such shortcuts enable you to do sums verbally, products verbally, okay? So now let us get into next pattern. The next pattern is any number multiplying by 5 or 25 or 125, such as a number ending with 5s. Any number multiplying or multiplied by number ending with 5. For example, in this case, 96 multiplied by 5, where 5 can be written as 10 by 2. If once I write 10 by 2, this 2 cancels 96. So 2 48s are 96. So 48 into 10, 480. So instead of multiplication, it becomes one sort of a simple calculation because it is ending with 0. Similarly, in the next case, suppose if a number 96 is multiplied by 25, this 25 can be written as 100 upon 4, whereas this 4 cancels with 96. So 4 24s are 96, that 24 into 100, 2400. Similarly, you must be getting, sir, if this is even only, then it is cancels with the 2, 4 and whatever the even numbers. So need not be panicked. So when you are multiplying a number by number ending in zeros, easy to put, just we need zeros end. And any number cancelling with the 2 is easy, ending with a number either ending in odd or even. So normally even or odd number definitely will be divisible by 2, 4 and even 8 also. Here suppose if I am multiplying 96 by 125, this 125 I will write it as 1000 upon 8. Now 8 12s are 96, so 12 into 1000 is 12,000 is the answer. Suppose let us take 543 only. It is an odd number and you are multiplying by, let's say, 25. So what I will do, 543 into 100 by 4 I will do. Now since this number is divisible by 4 only when I take decimal point, we will take that. So 4 ones are 4, that 1 comes here, 14, 4 3s are 12, that 2 comes here, 4 5s are 20, 3 is leftover remainder, we will put a point, so that 3 becomes 30, so 4 7s are 28. Now we have got that 220 is 20, which can be written as 4 5s are 20. Now you can cross check. 543 divided by 4 is 135.75. The product of 135.75 by 100 gives that removing a point, so 13575. So 13,575 is the answer when I multiply 543 by 25. So here, rather multiplying much, I did calculation of division. See, when you are strong in doing here division of 543 by 4, and it won't be that much difficult. At least we can use when these are even numbers and cancelling by those 8 or 4 or 2. So only here we are converting one sort of a multiplication into division type. If there is a possibility of cancellation, you will get very quickly the answer. Next, coming to this, what does the pattern follows suggest? Here I am giving you a pattern. First one, 64 into 5. What did I do? Same, 5 I have written as 10 by 2. So cancels 64 by 2. is 32. 32 tens are 320. Next, 64 into 15. 64 into 10. Here by 2 I have done for 5, but 15 what I will do? 64 into 30 by 2. So 32 30s. 32 30s is one way, just 320 into 3, which gives 960. So 32 multiplied by 3 and putting a 0 besides. Similarly, 64 into 25 can be written as 64 into 50 by 2. Instead of 25 writing as 100 by 4, I have written 50 by 2. Same thing here, 32 50s are. 32 50s are. So 32 5s will do. 32 5s is 5 2s 10 and 1 carry, 5 3s 15 plus 1 16 and putting a 0. So it becomes 1600. So it is that much, easily we can find. 64 into 35 when we do, here 64 by 2 gives 32, 32 70s are, 320 into 7 are 32 7s are, 32 7s are, 7 2s 14, 4 1 carry, 7 3s 21, 21 plus 1 22 and putting a 0. So 2240 or 2240. So we can multiply very quickly this way the numbers, any numbers multiplied by the number ending in 5s. So these are a few patterns of whole numbers that we have got in our syllabus. With this, I taught you all the patterns related to whole numbers which are there in your syllabus. Students, now we will get into few questions of exercise 2.3 and complete them. Coming to the first question. Here, which of the following will not represent 0? Here you are given options A, B, C, D. You have to observe which of the following will not represent. It is not represent 0. That means when I do simplification, will not give us 0. Here in the case of 1 plus 0, it gives sum as 1. So it's obviously not giving 0. So the option is A only. But let us see the other options also. In the case of 0 into 0, product of a number by 0 is always 0. Whether both are zeros or any one of them is 0, product of a number by 0 gives 0 only. Next, in the case of 0 by 2, 0 divided by any number other than 0. 0 by 0 is undefinable, but 0 by 2 is 0. Next, in the case of D, 10 minus 10 becomes 0. 0 by 2, it's already seen, is 0. So we have got amongst these A alone not giving 0. Next, let us take question number 2. If the product of two whole numbers, if the product of any two whole numbers is equal to 0, can we say that one or both of them will be 0? Justify through examples. Yes, it is obviously true. Just now you have seen 0 into 0, both of them are zeros, their product is 0. Even if any one of them is 0, gives the product as 0. So with these examples we can justify our answer yes. Next, coming to the third question. If the product of two whole numbers is 1, so here the product of two whole numbers is 1. Can we say that one or both of them will be 1? Justify. Suppose if I have only any one of them is 1, the other is some other number. If it is some other number such as, let's say 3, is 1 into 3 equal to 1 or 3? It is obviously 3, not 1. So if any one of the numbers amongst the two multiplicants is other than 1, then their product will never be 1. You can check with various examples. So product of 1 into 3 is 3, product of 7 into 1 is 7, not 1. So when will it become the product of any two numbers, any two whole numbers is 1? Any two whole numbers, the product of any two whole numbers is 1 only when both of them are ones. So here it is compulsory both are 1, then only it is possible. Okay, so through some examples you can verify this answer. Now students, let me wind up this session for today. Next session I will complete this exercise and I will wind up this chapter. So I will say Jai Hind, thank you.